It's time for another review. What's up, everyone? Thanks for once again tuning in to the channel. So today we're taking a look at, I believe this figure was called the Sweetheart figure. At least that's what she comes up as when you look her up. But clearly when you receive it, it says Harley Quinn's Revenge. This is the Harley Quinn from the Arkham City version. So there's been a number of different versions, at least 3 that I know of, including this one that has been released in 1/6 scale for Harley Quinn. I have to say, out of them, this is actually my favorite from the games and whatnot. I believe this is also the outfit that you see her in the Fortnite game as well. So I definitely wanted to pick this up. So currently I have the Sideshow version, and then I have this one as of now, and then soon I will have the Hot Toys version of Harley Quinn, which that is the officially licensed. It's the same as the Sideshow one. Those are both officially licensed, and this is a third-party unlicensed figure. But still, I wanted to get it because of the outfit, and actually I wanted to have all 3 of them simply because of all the accessories. So it's like I get that, and I get all the other 2 figures, and then I'm able to have Harley Quinn with a bunch of accessories, which I'll also show you as well. I have a couple of, I'm not sure if I showed it in the other one, but I have a couple of hyenas as well to go along with my Harley Quinn, because that is really what completes all of her accessories and whatnot. She has to have her 2 hyenas. So let's take a look and see what she comes with. From there you can see she doesn't really come with a whole lot, but still, let's take a close look and see all the accessories that you have. First thing I want to take a look at is this bat, and as you can see, it's clearly different from the other bats from the other figures, and it's kind of almost like the candy stripe whatnot, but this is actually a cool, it's plastic, so there's nothing really special to it. It's actually a little bit flexible. Thicker, definitely thicker than the other bats that we have from Sideshow. It's just slightly thicker than that, but it's a cool design to it. And the other thing we have is this Uzi with a silencer. So you can see that, and it comes with the ammo clip as well, and it has a couple of bullets sculpted into there, and you slide it right in, and that looks pretty good. Pretty cool design. So we have that. Let me see if oh yes, this is flexible as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Pretty lightweight in comparison to some other things. So but still, it's pretty good design. Then we also have her, I guess you could say, her little hand cannon. So that's a pretty cool design for that as well. As you can see, it's actually, let me check this out here. Oh, yep, it opens up. So you can see it's actually pretty hollow all the way through. So it's empty. There's really no shells or anything to place into it. It just has the ability to open up. So yeah, but I really like the paintwork on it. I think that's a pretty good scope, pretty good design there. Nice paint job. It looks like they actually also included some little beads there, so that, you know, if you ever have any of the pieces, the little silver pieces that come off, they actually give you quite a few in the bag to replace them, so they come out. So that's actually pretty good. So they realize that the stuff might be a bit delicate, and so therefore if something comes off, you have a few replacements for it. And there's these little bracelets that she comes with. I'm gonna get all 3 of them out here so you can see. It's pretty much the same. They're all exactly the same, but you can see exactly what they look like. So it's a pretty straightforward, simple design for the bracelets. It has like the little spikes on it that you put onto her wrist. I believe they give you 3 of them, because I believe 2 go on the wrist, and then 1 goes on at least one of her arms, roughly around the forearm or the bicep, I believe. So yeah, they're flexible. So you can, if you need to stretch it, you can actually stretch it out. And let's see what else we have here. We have her hands. Looks almost, I don't know. I'm not really too sure about the detail on that. It's I mean, it's cool as far as the gloves are concerned, because you can see she has her signature diamonds on her hands. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of like the skin tone of it. It looks okay, but it's got the you know, nice paint job on the fingernails. And let's see, we have, those are her relaxed hands. And we have two hands here as far as some trigger hands for holding the guns, whatnot. So you have that. Same design, so consistency with the hands. And let's actually take a look at Harley Quinn herself, because that definitely concludes the accessories department. So let's take a look. So she has rooted hair. That's actually pretty cool. Now I know that the Sideshow version and also the Hot Toys version, the hair is sculpted. But this actually has rooted hair, and I think they did a pretty good job. Even the dye that's placed on it, I think they did pretty good. I do like the facial expression. I don't know, it's just me that I think out of this one and also the Sideshow version I have so far, I think Sideshow did a really good job of just capturing the facial expression on Harley Quinn. And from what I can see already, I do like the Hot Toys version of this figure, but their face, again, it's just something about this Hot Toys. I mean, they do a really good job as far as sculpting, but you really get like this blank stare on their faces, and that's pretty much what you see in the new Harley Quinn. But yeah, I say this is pretty good. Her heel, she actually has some. They use a plastic for the heel. So, and it's just kind of like this pleather material for the outfit. It's pretty cool. You have her tattoos. Got another tattoo on her arm. That's looks like that's a Joker right there with the cards. So that's some good detail there. And it seems like this is almost like for here the torso is a flesh material, and also right around the chest it's a flesh material as well. But the arms and the rest of the body feel plastic. So the legs are plastic, the arms are plastic. So it's really just kind of like this flesh tone just in the mid section of it. And that, you can see that right there. That's the thing that's kind of telling a little bit as far as the plastic. I mean, that doesn't really look too attractive from behind, but still, I mean, it's, the hair is okay, but it's like as long as you display it where that is not visible, that's kind of a, you know, losing a couple of points for that. But still, I would say they did a good job as far as the hair and dyeing the tips of the hair. So it looks pretty good. So she's got a little chain here for the side, and it's actually, I'd say it's somewhat flexible. When it comes to her knees, that's, you can roughly go about almost 90 degrees on the legs there. Then you have these zippers on the back for the boots. So the body is pretty flexible. You have a double joint for the arms. So and again, up here as far as the top, it's also the same. It's like this pleather material for it. You can't really get too far as stretching. I can totally tell just by moving it around. I can tell that the body itself is flexible, so it's really just the pants that restrict it. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good job. It's a pretty decent figure. Like I said, it kind of lacks a little bit in the accessories department, but then in the game she didn't really do that much. You didn't really see her that much. In the Arkham Knight games, she had more stuff. You was able to do some things in the game so therefore it makes sense for her to have more accessories. But in the Arkham City, you saw her every now and then, but she really didn't do too much in the game, so therefore it's not really required too much as far as the accessories. But still, I think it's a really good job. Really good job on the figure. Face is pretty decent. So let's jump into some photos. I'm going to get Batman out here. Actually, you know what, before we do that, let's go ahead and do a couple of comparisons between the two, as far as the Sideshow version and this version here, and let's see how they measure up. Okay, so here we have the two Harley Quinns side by side, and honestly, look at these two. If you wanted to, I think you could really pull these off as the same person, just different outfits. I mean, the face paint is pretty much the same, and as you can see, I put the two hyenas in there so that they're standing right next to them. But honestly, from the two of them, they really are or seem to be the exact same height. There's no difference between the two. I kid you not, the only thing that makes these two different or appear to be a different height is the shoes that they are wearing is actually just a different size heel. So let's show you, take a look here. I'll show you Sideshow, and you can take a look at her heel. So that's Sideshow's version of her heel, and you can see just, you know, it's pretty short. It's still a high enough heel, but it's still pretty short. And then you can now take a look at this one and see just the heel is just a little bigger. So it can still give the appearance that this is the same height. The figures are the same height. Just their shoes are different, and that's what caused them to be a different height as far as the size is concerned. But as far as the face, really from looking at it, I don't know, it could be just me, but I'm looking at it as far as the face is concerned, and it just looks pretty similar to the two. So it's just you just have a different expression. So you have one Harley Quinn that just has this huge smile, and then you have this other one that really just kind of just has just like a little smirk on her face. If you look really close there, you can see this just like a little smirk on her face. So that's the difference between the two. Also, just from the way I pose, you can see I found a way to kind of hide the little feature of the back of her neck. You can kind of just pose it like that, and that'll keep it covered, and no one will ever know. So, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good comparison for the two. As far as their height is concerned, they still are looking like they are two small characters, because Harley Quinn is short in comparison to other main characters, especially Joker, and when she stands next to Batman, she looks pretty small because of Batman. So yeah, when it comes to the height between the two, I think this is really, really good. As a matter of fact, let's get Batman out here, and because that's one of the bigger guys, and then we'll see how they stack up as far as height for that. Okay, so here we have the Arkham Knight Batman done by Hot Toys, and as you can see, Batman just towers over her, which is the way it's supposed to be. So when it comes to the height, I think it is a great comparison between the two. There's actually one iconic pose that I saw when they were actually marketing the game with that outfit, so I'm definitely going to see if I can replicate that, because that is just a really cool pose that I saw them in. So we'll see if we can pull that off. But when it comes to the height or whatever, I think this is a really good job for the two, just showing the size and everything. So it's a good little switch. So let's take a look at one more guy, and let's see how that height measures up. Okay, and last but not least, here we have Harley Quinn standing next to Mr. J. And again, the height, the comparison just looks really good, really spot on. I'm happy with it. I think it's a good size comparison between the two, being just significantly shorter than him, and also significantly shorter than Batman. So overall, I think this is a really good addition. If nothing else, the outfit alone just sells it for me. So it's good to have the Sideshow version because you have a comic book version of that. It's good to have this particular version because of the outfit that she wore in the Arkham City game, and then the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn. So overall, I think it'll be really good if you wanted to have all three of them as far as just the different outfits. So therefore it seems like no other one is trying to outdo the other. It's just the outfits are different. So whatever your preference is, you can now go for. So again, this is actually one of the outfits that I really liked, and so therefore it's just good to have this one alongside the Sideshow version, which is also very good with a flexible body and flexible suit and everything. So I think Sideshow really did a good job with that one, especially with the facial expressions. And then you have this Harley Quinn here. I believe this is done BBK, that's the name of the company. And then you have the Hot Toys Harley Quinn, which also is a really good outfit because that was a cool outfit that she wore in that game as well. And especially, if nothing else, Hot Toys did a great job with all the accessories that she comes with. As you guys know, I'm a big accessories guy. I love it because it just adds to the photos that I do. So yeah, let's jump straight into some pictures, and let's see what we can come up with Harley Quinn. I'll tell you guys again, thanks again for tuning into the channel. You guys are always appreciated. I always appreciate your comments. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and also click on the link to go to my Instagram page. As you guys know, I put pictures on there every single day of new pictures, new characters, all different things, and I'm always taking suggestions. So thanks again for your time. You're always appreciated. Have a great day.